Yo, Knicks fam, what's good? This is another podcast with Aris P, and I'm going to talk about the Miami Heat New York Knicks game that ended a few minutes ago in Madison Square Garden. The final score was 98-88. But before we get into the groove, please like and subscribe, and also hit that notification bell. I want to start off by saying how proud I was of seeing Katerina Papacosta, who's from Astoria. She's Greek-American, like myself, sing the national anthem. She sang our national anthem, and that was fantastic. The Heat have been struggling this year from downtown, but not tonight. In the first quarter, the Knicks started off by allowing the Heat to score with easy layups. Adebayo is a great defender and a great passer as well. Nerlens Noel was in pain, and that was terrifying because we can't afford to lose him too after losing Mitchell Robinson. I guess our guys have zeal, enthusiasm, so they get injured frequently. Butler and Ariza in the beginning were threats for the Knicks. They were giving us a hard time. Okay, Butler's an all-star, but Ariza? Come on. I loved how Rose rejected Hero's layup. If you'd ask me to entitle the first quarter, I would do it as follows: old-fashioned defensive game. In the second quarter, the Heat double-teamed our players. That was really amazing defense by the Heat. I'd say that Bam Adebayo's versatility is outstanding. He's 6'9", and he does it all except for three-point shots. Miami's double-teaming made things difficult offensively for the Knicks. I'll say it once again, it was very, very detrimental for us. Thank God Nerlens Noel returned and even blocked Adebayo a couple times. Obi Toppin needs some more confidence in order to improve his game. The Knicks bench was helping at that point in the second quarter. And the Knicks were actually finding solutions for scoring consecutive buckets, even though Randall couldn't help. He wasn't helping. He was so unlucky he scored a buzzer beater at the end of the second quarter, and it didn't count. So the score was 36-43 in favor of the Knicks at halftime. The Heat started the third quarter on fire. The Knicks had a lot of turnovers, and Tibbs finally called a timeout 3 minutes after noticing that things weren't going well for us at all. I believe that Noel's foul trouble in the third quarter was a major disadvantage for the Knicks. But generally, I'd say that both teams were playing tenacious D. Then at some point of the third quarter, Randall started to warm up, but we were missing too many free throws. And both teams were committing a lot of fouls. I'd say that Iguodala's experience helped the Heat a lot. The Heat had 36 points at halftime and scored 39 in just a quarter. The third quarter, to be more specific. And that was amazing. So the Heat started the fourth quarter with 3 consecutive offensive rebounds. That was a disaster for the Knicks. The Heat achieved in forcing the Knicks to shoot only from the perimeter. Where's Bullock when you need him? So anyway, the Knicks couldn't get their fourth straight win, and the Heat actually had 6 losses in a row before this game tonight. To me, it seems as though the Heat are one of those teams, one of those opponents that the Knicks just can't face. We got to solve that somehow in the near future. One of Thibodeau's favorite players, Butler, was on a roll, of course. And to wrap it up, I want to say a few stuff about the Knicks. The Knicks need to make moves in off-season in order for us to get a championship. This is what I want. And about the Heat, I really love how Miami played in the bubble last season. They reached the final, which was amazing. That was an upset. That was like a surprise. They have one of the best young centers on the planet, Bam Adebayo. They have Jimmy Butler. a.k.a. Jimmy Buckets. They have Tyler Hero, who's a young sharpshooter. Duncan Robinson. He also nails three-pointers like hell. Of course, they got a great coach, Eric Spoelstra. And we all know who's behind all that. The one and only Pat Riley. I remember him ever since I was a kid. Y'all know what he's about. So it's a wrap for now. Y'all be safe, and we'll talk again. I'll expect your comments and everything else you want to tell me. Peace out.